Yo, it's Dr. Love, not a gimmick, it's a vibe. On the mic, dropping heat like a powerbomb dive. Aaron loves wrestling, you better believe. We suplex truth, no tricks up the sleeves. Step in the ring, I got passion in my veins. Call me Aaron the Doc, I dissect the game. I break down promos, storylines, beef like woman with the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. Mic in my hand like brass knucks on a fist. Talk legends and heels, not a name on the list I missed. From Flair's mood to MJF's mind, I see through the kayfabe, I'm decades refined. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make you snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. I talk chair shots, cage locks, table breaks. Old school vibes mixed with high stakes takes. TNA to AEW, WWE. Indie darlings too, I keep it elite. Dropping FTR facts, rolling burns. Every storyline twist, I'm the one who learns. No cap, I got love like Macho for Liz. Wrestling is life and this podcast is biz. Hit 'em with the elbow like I'm Savage from the sky. If you ain't down with wrestling, tell me why. We bleed for the craft, the bumps, the fame. Dr. Love bringing justice to the wrestling name. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make it snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. So tune in, turn up, feel the pop. Aaron loves wrestling, we don't ever stop. Doctor in the house loves the prescription. Wrestling's my life, no need for description. Joe. Yo. So tune in, turn up, feel the pop. Aaron loves wrestling, we don't ever stop. Doctor in the house loves the prescription. Wrestling's my life, no need for description. Yo, it's Dr. Love, not a gimmick, it's a vibe. On the mic, dropping heat like a powerbomb dive. Aaron loves wrestling, you better believe. We suplex truth, no tricks up the sleeves. Step in the ring, I got passion in my veins. Call me Aaron the Doc, I dissect the game. I break down promos, storylines, beef like woman with the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. Mic in my hand like brass knucks on a fist. Talk legends and heels, not a name on the list I missed. From Flair's mood to MJF's mind, I see through the kayfabe, I'm decades refined. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make you snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. I talk chair shots, cage locks, table breaks. Old school vibes mixed with high stakes takes. TNA to AEW, WWE. Indie darlings too, I keep it elite. Dropping FTR facts, rolling burns. Every storyline twist, I'm the one who learns. No cap, I got love like Macho for Liz. Wrestling is life and this podcast is biz. Hit 'em with the elbow like I'm Savage from the sky. If you ain't down with wrestling, tell me why. We bleed for the craft, the bumps, the fame. Dr. Love bringing justice to the wrestling name. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make it snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. So tune in, turn up, feel the pop. Aaron loves wrestling, we don't ever stop. Doctor in the house loves the prescription. Wrestling's my life, no need for description. Joe. Yo. So tune in. life, no need for description. Yo, it's Dr. Love, not a gimmick, it's a vibe. On the mic, dropping heat like a powerbomb dive. Aaron loves wrestling, you better believe. We suplex truth, no tricks up the sleeves. If in the ring, I got passion in my veins. Call me Aaron the Doc, I dissect the game. I break down promos, storylines, beef like woman with the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. Mic in my head like brass knucks on a fist. Talk legends and heels, not a name on the list I missed. From Flair's Woo to MJF's mind, I see through the kayfabe, I'm decades refined. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make you snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. I talk chair shots, cage locks, table breaks. Old school vibes mixed with high stakes takes. TNA to AEW, WWE. Indie darlings too, I keep it elite. Dropping FTR facts, rolling burns. Every storyline twist, I'm the one who learns. No cap, I got love like Macho for Liz. Wrestling is life and this podcast is biz.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Sorry for the late delay. Had some technical difficulties, but welcome to the Aaron Loves Wrestling podcast, and I'm here to review last night's Dynamite / Collision, plus give my thoughts on Full Gear this Saturday. It's going to be a great pay-per-view, and last night's Dynamite Collision was a fun show. I enjoyed it. Hope you did. There's some things I didn't enjoy, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. One in particular, I got something I got to share, get off my chest about a certain thing that happened last night. But again, we'll talk about that later. I am now affiliated with Pure Plank. Pure Plank. Ask, what is that? That is Adam Copeland and Christian Cage's plank workout device. To do planks, it's a great machine there. They got different you can plug in different ways the handles to do different versions of planks. There's a free app to go to, and they give you different workouts for it. Plan on ordering mine soon, but I just got affiliated yesterday, so this is great. As a personal trainer, planks are one of my favorite workouts. Great for core strength, burns body fat, great for your posture. I love planks. So I plan on getting this and plan on getting this. And I'm glad to be affiliated with Pure Plank. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage are geniuses in creating this. So go in the YouTube description, click the link, use the promo code Aaron Loves Wrestling, and get 10% off if you order a Pure Plank. Be a great holiday gift. Christmas around the corner. Also, go get yourself some Prince Nana coffee, affiliated there as well. Go to Prince Nana Coffee. Click the link in the description below on YouTube. And also, W Energy. Use the promo code Aaron Loves Wrestling. Get 10% off your order as well. And then I drink. I love I drink. My go-to drink for pre-workout, after workout, when I need some energy. It's clean. It's safe. And I love it. I really love iDrink. So go get yourself some iDrink. iDrink with the Q.com. And you can go on there and read more about iDrink and order yourself a case today. I love iDrink. Been drinking it since I discovered it at All in Texas. So go get yourself some iDrink today. That being said, long introduction there. That being said, let's get into this Dynamite review. Dynamite / Collision review, because I did watch the full 3 hours. I love 3-hour wrestling shows. I love AEW Dynamite when it goes 3 hours. Well, it's Dynamite / Collision, but still love it when AEW goes 3 hours. And I hope in the future we can get AEW Dynamite to go 3 hours long, and then Collision could stay at 2 hours on Saturdays. Because I think AEW Dynamite going to 3 hours would be great for AEW. They have a roster to do so, more talent get on the show, more stories to develop. I think it would be great for Dynamite to go to 3 hours. We got SmackDown going to 3 hours in January. We got Raw that's almost 3 hours long, 2.5, 3 hours long. I would love AEW to get on that and go do 3-hour Dynamites. You already do about 5-6 hours of a pay per view. Might as well do 3-hour Dynamites and give us more of that awesome all elite wrestling. So that being said, let's talk about we are here. They are in Boston. That's right. And we kick off the show, and it has Bobby Lashley going up against Ricochet, and they are in the AEW National Championship Gauntlet. And now let's talk about that. A lot of people made a big deal when Tony Khan announced that AEW is having their own national championship. They kept saying he's stealing from NWA, he's stealing the lineage, ripping them off, blah, blah, blah. Well, Tony Khan revealed on Ariel Helwani podcast that he did not. He talked to Billy Corgan about it. He respects the national title lineage. They're creating their own lineage on AEW. Their own lineage on AEW. Let me repeat that one more time. Their own lineage on AEW at the AEW National Championship. And it's just his way of paying respects to the national title because it is a great title. I can't wait to see what the title looks like. Hopefully it has some old school vibes to it. I love it, and I can't wait for it. So we'll see who is the inaugural AEW National Champion this Saturday with the Gauntlet. We had but Ricochet kicked off with a promo, of course, wearing his disgusting Eagles hoodie. Cowboys fan here. How about the Cowboys? Ricochet, you upset me every time you wear an Eagles hat or an Eagles hoodie. Well, he's teasing the crowd, talking negative about the Patriots and all that. Well, Bobby Lashley then shuts him up, and Bobby Lashley then shuts him up, and they go to wrestle, have their match. Lashley defeats Ricochet. It was a pretty quick match. Ricochet defeats Ricochet and earned the number one spot in the National Championship Casino Gauntlet. That's what this match was for, determine who had the number one spot. So Bobby Lashley would be the first. My money's on Bobby Lashley. I got Bobby Lashley winning this. Bobby Lashley is a great wrestler, and I think he'll be a great world champion. Or he'll be a great world champion in the future for the AEW World Championship, but he'll be a great national champion. So I think it'd be great for Bobby Lashley to win this title. And what was funny also in this match when Bobby Lashley delivered the almighty choke slam, Ricochet delivered a high-pitched scream, which I thought was hilarious. Okay. Sorry, thought I had a sneeze coming. So yeah, we go from that to Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, and Josh Alexander going up against Skyflight, which was an amazing trios match, by the way. I love this match. Some great spots in here. I give this match a good A+. I give the Bobby Lashley and Ricochet a good C+. But this match right here, trios match, was definitely great. Alexander, Matt, and Nick came off with the win tonight. They won by submission. And at the end of the match, out comes Kenny Omega. He comes out the chair. They start fighting off. He starts fighting off the Don Callis family, but is outnumbered. And then you had the Young Bucks tease a face turn. And I thought this was great because I think they've been building this up. And this is what I mean by with Tony Khan. He does do, he's great with stories. And right now he's been teasing since the Young Bucks lost to Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland all in Texas. Basically, they're struggling, and since they lost their status, they basically ain't got anything else going for them. Well, and then they go broke because they're not EVPs no more. So now they're in this trios match for $1 million on the line, which money matches are a homage to the old school ways of wrestling. When there was any titles on the line, there would be money matches, money on the line. You win this amount of money, and etc. Tony Khan's brought that back, and I think it's great. But Young Bucks go to do their EVP trigger to Kenny, and they hesitant of doing so. They don't do it. Then out comes Jurassic Express. And Jurassic Express come out for the save, a run off Don Callis' family Young Bucks. And I thought this was really awesome because we are getting the Elite reuniting. And I think that would be great for AEW television. It would be great also for Kenny Omega because he will it will help him in his load when he's wrestling. So I would say it would be great for the Elite to get back together, compete for the trios titles, and they would win the trios championship again. It'd be great to see the Elite back together because it'd be great for television. When the Elite were together a few years back, it was great for AEW having that kind of star power on the show. Everybody loves the Elite, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega together, and they've been apart for far too long. So I enjoyed this show. So I thought it was great. I enjoyed this spot right here because I thought it was great because with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega back together in the Elite, it'll be great for TV. And someone even talked about them helping Hangman Adam Page in the end with Samoa Joe. Now imagine that. They get together and reunite. At the end of the show on Full Gear, have them come out and help Hangman against the Ops. Now you got basically a 4-on-3 situation now because you got Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman against Samoa Joe and the Ops. Could they find a fourth member? Maybe, possibly, maybe not. Or they just come out to help to set up them challenging for the trios titles and the end of this rivalry. And maybe I got an idea. In the match of Hangman Adam Page and Samoa Joe, we get MJF returning. And he looks to cost Heyman the title. Then out comes the Ops. Well, Heyman's outnumbered 4-1. Then out comes Kenny Omega and the Elite to help and save Heyman Adam Page. And the Elite get back together with Heyman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks against the Ops and MJF. And maybe they'll set up a 8-man tag team match on a Dynamite in the future, or at World's End, possibly. And then at World's End, we get the Elite, Kenny and Young Bucks facing the Ops for the Trios titles, and then Hangman Adam Page facing MJF for the AEW World Championship. As a possibility for at World's End. Now going on to the number 2 qualifying match in the National Championship, AEW National Championship Casino Gauntlet. It's got Shelton Benjamin, Speedball, Mike Bailey. This match was a phenomenal match, an absolute banger. And we get Shelton Benjamin wins and earns the number 2 spot. So now we got Bobby Lashley number 1, Shelton number 2. The Hurt Business will kick off the Casino Gauntlet. before this was a fantastic match. MVP joined commentary. Shelton Benjamin and Speedball Bailey. You know, after the bell, they paid respects to one another and they shook hands. I thought it was great. Speedball had his singles theme back, which I thought was awesome. He brought that back instead of uh, the tag team theme they've usually been having. So I thought this was a great match. Fantastic match between Bailey and Benjamin. Now we got John Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli going to be Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. This tag team match was awesome as well. On the Benjamin and Bailey match, before I go too far, I give that a good B plus. It was a great match. And I forgot to give a grade on Young Bucks. The trios match, I give that an A plus. That was a fantastic match. But now we got the tag team match with Claudio Castagnoli and John Moxley against Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. And this was a great tag team match as well. I'll give this a good solid B. Good solid B. Since in this match, Mox and Castagnoli and Cassidy and Strong had a great match here, fighting in and outside the ring. Mox and Castagnoli, though, defeat Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong due to a referee stoppage. He got the referee stoppage, and then you had at the end there, Mox and Castagnoli and all, they were all attacking the conglomeration, and you had John Moxley putting over again Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly is getting a push right now, and I love it. Kyle O'Reilly is getting a good push, and John Moxley's putting over Kyle O'Reilly. They got a match at Full Gear in a no-holds-barred match, which I think is going to be great. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm loving the match between loving the feud between John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly. And I think this Saturday it's going to top it all off. So I think it's going to be a fantastic feud, and we're in for one treat this weekend. And I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to win. I'll give you more of that in the predictions later. The Women's World Tag Team Tournament, Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Tony Storm, and Mina Shirakawa up against Alex Windsor and Rio. And this was a great women's tag team match. I give this a good A+. And the Timeless Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa got a new theme, and they had a new entrance. Even Mina came out in that trench coat and the singlet type gear like Tony Storm. She was wearing all black with red. So I thought this was a pretty cool combination. And they got a name now, Timeless Love Bombs. So I thought this was pretty cool to put them together. And they get the win. They win by pinfall, and they advance to the semifinals. And again, this was a good A+, and we had a great tag team match, a great women's tag team match here. And I don't know. We'll see who wins this whole tag team tournament and become the inaugural AEW Women Tag Team Champions. Now time for the main event of Dynamite. We had Hangman Adam Page versus Shibata. And this was a phenomenal match. A great way to end the night. A++ for me. Of course, it's Hangman Adam Page, biased opinion, but I love it. Hangman Adam Page defeats Shibata. And at the end of the match, he kicks Shibata in the groin area. And then he gives a promo. And he talks, he had Samoa Joe on commentary. He's talking to Samoa Joe, and he's talking about he don't have Hobbs anymore. He don't have Shibata now. It's just him. It's one-on-one. So he doesn't have Shibata. He doesn't have Hobbs. He has no one. Well, what if Samoa Joe makes a good, let's say, business deal with someone, and that someone is the name of MJF, and he comes out and helps Samoa Joe, although won't be successful. I think, like I said earlier, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, the Elite, will come out and save Joe and save Hangman Adam Page from Joe and the Ops along with MJF, and it will set up Hangman Adam Page and MJF, I think, for at World's End, and possibly the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks for the AEW World Trios Championships, the Ops at World's End as well. So I think this was going to go down here this weekend. Again, I'll give more my predictions on everything here soon. Now we get Collision, the 1 hour of Collision. The third hour, we get the Women's Tag Team Tournament, TJ versus Megan Bay and Marina Shafir. Now, this is where I have a problem. This is where I have a big problem last night's show. Because you had, honestly, in my opinion, the perfect moment, the perfect inaugural women tag team champions here with Tay, Mello, and Anna Jay. They've been together as a tag team, if you will, since 2020. 5 years. When there was no women's division, tag team women's division, no tag team titles, not even a thought of AEW women tag team titles or tag team division for the AEW women's division. And they lose to Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. And it's no disrespect to Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. They're a pretty cool team together. They won the match. Marina Shafir causes Anna Jay to tap out. So you had the perfect opportunity, again, to put the tag team titles on, in my opinion, the rightful inaugural women tag team champions in Anna Jay and Tay Mello. But that's not the case. It's possibly going to go, in my opinion, right now, the time is Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. That's what I think it's going to go to. Which I disagree with that. Because we have had Toni Storm hold the AEW Women's Championship for a very long time. Before Mariah May last year, and then most of this year after she defeated Mariah May at AEW Revolution, and has held that title ever since, all out. That long. That's when Chris Statlander is now your AEW Women's World Champion. I disagree with Toni Storm getting the title here. I disagree with Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa getting the AEW Tag Team titles. It should be Anna Jay and Tay Mello. That's what it should have been. It is what it is. Again, I don't hate AEW. It's not garbage. But I just think this right here was a bad booking decision. I give this a grade of a D. The match was great. It was a great match, but D because of the finish. It should have been Anna Jay and Tay Mello. It made no sense. A lot of people are talking stories, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, you got a story there with Anna Jay and Tay Mello, a long story, because they basically started the women's tag team division in AEW, and I'm sure they've been fighting backstage for a tag team division and tag team titles for the women, and you got it. They should have been the inaugural AEW Women's Tag Team Champions. In my opinion, it was just disrespectful. Disrespectful, in my opinion, to not give them the tag team titles, to be the first one to do it. Then later you can give it to Timeless, Toni Storm, and Mina Shirakawa down the road. I don't understand this booking here decision. To understand this booking decision, I think it's a bad decision. But that's just me. Enough on that rant. Move on. We got Okada versus Mascara Dorada. And this match was fantastic. Mascara Dorada is a phenomenal wrestler. He is a great talent. This is a double elimination match. Winner will face the other for the respective titles. Okada wins. Him and two members of Don Callis family face Dorada and his face the guy team. Dorada, Mystico, and Eon for the CMLL World Trios Championships. If Dorado wins, he will get be able to challenge the AEW Unified Championship. And I wanted to point this out because everyone is hating on Mercedes Moné and her TBS title run. But you've had Okada been the Continental Champion longer than she has. But nothing about Okada. So point that out. Mercedes Moné is getting all the negative talk and disrespect, but yet Okada, nothing. Just saying. We have Okada winning here, defeating Dorado by pinfall, and him and the Don Callis family will face Sky team for the CML World Trios Championships, and he will be teaming with Takeshita, which I think that's where they're going to be. I think that's where they're going to lose, because you have Takeshita Okada in the feud. So you got Heshachero and Takeshita and Okada facing Sky Team for the CML World Trios Championships. They're not going to win because Takeshita and Okada is going to turn on each other. One of them is going to turn on each other, and I think it's going to set up a title match at World's End with Okada and Takeshita for the AEW Unified Championship. That's what I think is going to happen. So now we get to the main event. Ring of Honor wins World TV Championship unification match. Mercedes Moné won the Ring of Honor TV Women's TV Championship off of Mina Shirakawa a few weeks ago. And now we declare who is the official champion. I got to say, this was a great match, and I give it a good A+ because these two put on a great match to end the night. But I disagree with the booking decision here of having Mercedes Moné win yet another title. She has 13 now. Technically 12 because the Owen Hart Cup tournament title does not count. But I disagree with this decision. I think the Moné many titles has run its course. Hopefully soon she will start losing them. And I think this Saturday is going to be probably the reason. If she wins this Saturday, I'm going to be very upset with Tony Khan and AEW because Chris Statler, for one, should remain AEW Women's Champion. And secondly, honestly, it would be a great story because if you notice with Chris Statlander, she's pointing out she's focused on all these other titles, but yet she's not focused on the title, and that's the AEW Women's Championship. She thinks it's just another title to add to her collection, which to me, it's making the women's title more prestigious because if she loses this Saturday, then we'll see what happens with this, with all the other titles, the TBS title and all the other titles that she has. Can't name them all, can't remember them all, but she has a TBS title. I know she's a CMLL Women's World Champion, now the Ring of Honor TV champion, and we'll see what happens next. If she'll collect another title, or will she start losing them now? I mean, she's cemented her legacy with that. She's Ultima Moné. We get it. It's great. I love it. But soon, she needs to start losing these titles, and then maybe we can get her as AEW Women's World Champion. But she wins this AEW Women's World Championship this weekend with having all these other titles. I'm going to honestly be upset and disappointed. It would be a bad booking decision. So now on to AEW Full Gear and my predictions. This was AEW Dynamite Collision last night was a great show, a good overall show, a good B+. It was an overall great show in my opinion. Great 3 hours, and again, hopefully Dynamite will go 3 hours in the future. Now we have AEW Full Gear, my predictions. We got Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall against Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. This is going to be a fun tag team match, in my opinion. I got Big Boom and QT. I think they're going to take this one home. Then we have the $200,000 four-way match with Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. The Acclaimed, they're together again. Hopefully, they will bring back the old school theme and everything. There'll be a tag team in the tag team division. Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn, I've loved them as a tag team. Big Bill and Brian Keith. Then we got the Outrunners, Floyd and Magnum. This will be for the $200,000 four-way. I think, honestly, who I think is going to win this? I think it's going to be the Outrunners. That's what I think it's going to be. That's what I got in this match. Now we got the CML World Trios Championship match. Mystico, Mascara, Dorada, and Neon defend their CML World Trios titles against Kazucha Okada, Heshachiro, and Konosuke Takeshita, the Donhouse family. I got Sky Team, Mystico, Mascara, Dorada, Neon winning and retaining these titles. And I think it's going to be due to Okada and Takeshita not be able to work together, and they're going to cost them the titles. That was for the Tailgate Brawl. Now we're getting into the full AEW. Now we're getting into the AEW Full Gear card, which we got 9 matches. Not bad. We got the four-way tag team match for the AEW Women's Tag Team Tournament semifinals. We got Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa versus Mega Bane and Marina Shafir versus Will Not Garen Holly Cameron and Julia Hart and Sky Blue, all the winners, and we got them here in this match. I am going to win. I'm going to say I think who's going to win this match. I'm going with I think it's going to be Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. That's what I think it's going to be. And we could get surprised with not Willow and Harley winning. That's how I would want to win. But I think it's going to be Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. Now we got Pac versus Darby Allin, a one-on-one match. This match is going to be probably, I'd say, the match of the night. This match is going to be great. But I got Darby Allin winning this one. But I think it's going to be a match. These two one-on-one is going to be a fantastic match. After that, we got the No Holds Barred match. This is no particular order. But I'm just running down the card. This is no particular order, so just point that out there. Now we got the No Holds Barred match with Jon Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly. I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to win, and he's going to have Jon Moxley lose again, which could also cause tension within Death Riders, and maybe eventually they'll kick out Jon Moxley. That's what I'm thinking. Jon Moxley will eventually get the boot out of the Death Riders, and maybe Pac will be the one who takes over, because the way he's talking, it sounds like he's the leader. Now we got the 1 million trios match with Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus going up against the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. I think Kenny and Jack and Luchasaurus are going to win this one, but I got it to where Young Bucks turn on the Don Callis family and they will reunite with Kenny Omega, and the Elite will get back together. And as I said before, I think it will set up eventually a AEW World Trios title match against the Ops, and they will dethrone the Ops for those AEW World Trios titles. So I got Kenny Omega, Jack Perry, and Luchasaurus winning this match. And then when they reunite with Kenny Omega, they'll get some of that 1 million pot, I guarantee. Now we got the Casino Gauntlet match to crown the AEW National Championship. I got Bobby Lashley winning this thing. That's who I got. Bobby Lashley's going to win. He's going to be the inaugural AEW National Champion. And now we got the TNT title in a no disqualification match with Kyle Fletcher putting his title on the line against Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe loses. He will join the Don Callis family. But if Mark Briscoe wins, he is the new TNT champion. I got Mark Briscoe for the upset. He's been losing this whole time. But I think now is the time. He is going to win and become the TNT champion. He is not going to join the Don Callis family. He is going to win and become the TNT champion, rightfully so, to win an AEW championship. I think for the first time. And then the TNT championship would be great for Mark Briscoe to win, and he can carry that title. So I got Mark Briscoe in this. He's going to upset Kyle Fletcher in this no DQ match, and he's going to become a TNT champion. Next, we got the AEW Tag Team titles. Brody King and Bandito put the titles in line against FTR. I got FTR winning. That's what I got. They're going to pull off the upset. They're going to become the new AEW Tag Team champions, and they'll probably eventually set up FTR against Adam Copeland and Christian Cage for the AEW Tag Team titles. And we'll get Adam Copeland and Christian Cage winning the tag team titles and have one more title run before they retire. That's what I think is going to happen. They'll probably even come out this weekend at Full Gear, maybe. But that's who I think is going to win is FTR. And they'll set up Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage may show up on next week's Dynamite, the Thanksgiving special, and they will confront FTR, and then we'll get the setup at World's End for the tag team titles. And now we got the AEW Women's World Championship match. I'm going with Chris Statlander, but Mercedes Moné wins. I'm going to be very disappointed and highly upset. Chris Statlander is going to I think she's going to win and retain the title because I honestly think because of the story, we got Chris Statlander and pointing out in that promo video that she did last night that she's focused on everything else, all these other titles, but she's not focused on her and the AEW Women's Championship. She just thinks it's another one to add to her collection. And that's where I think Mercedes Moné is going to lose. And if she loses again, it might be, again, eventually be her downfall. She starts losing all these titles and then possibly be later next year, hopefully turn babyface, and then she will become an AEW Women's World Champion. That's why I'm open. I got Chris Statlander winning. Stat Daddy. And now we got the main event. We know it's going to be the main event. This was going to be, in its particular order, it's going to be the main event, AEW World Championship match with Hangman Adam Page putting his title on the line against Mojo in a steel cage match. I like that they added the steel cage match with this one. And I got Hangman Adam Page. He's going to retain the title. He's going to continue to be world champion. But I also think there's going to be some shenanigans in the end, and we're going to get the Ops trying to get interfere. We'll have MJF to interfere. And then we'll also get Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks to help Hangman Adam Page. And the Elite will reunite. And we'll go off and end the night on a happy note with Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks reuniting as the Elite. And we'll probably get an Ops and MJF type war. Maybe MJF joins the Ops. Maybe. Just maybe. But we got MJF because he's still the Casino Gauntlet winner from All in Texas, and he hasn't cashed that in yet, which now he has to cash it in a week advance, which I would imagine he would cash it in, and it would be at World's End, and we'll get Hangman Adam Page versus MJF at World's End, the final pay-per-view for AEW of the year, and we'll get Hangman Adam Page and MJF for the AEW Men's World Championship. And hopefully Hangman doesn't lose. Hopefully he wins, retains the title, continues to be the AEW World Champion going into 2026. I think he should remain world champion until 2026 at AEW Revolution, and then we can get when Will Ospreay heals up and returns, because Tony Khan was talking at some point beginning of the year next year, Will Ospreay will be healed and recovered, and he will be good to go for next year. And I think Hangman Adam Page should hold this world championship and drop it to Will Ospreay. Maybe at All In London next year. On second thought, I got a better story. Here's a better one. Hangman Adam Page holds the world title until AEW Revolution. At AEW Revolution, that's when Kyle Fletcher wins. He becomes a new AEW Men's World Champion, and he holds the title until All in London. We'll get Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW Men's World Championship in the main event next year at All In. That's my thought process. But great Dynamite collision last night. Great pay-per-view coming up this Saturday with Full Gear. I can't wait. AEW's pay-per-views always deliver. And Tony Khan was talking about yesterday. I don't think we're going to go to the subscription thing. I think he's going to keep this pay-per-view deal going. But you're getting your money's worth. And that's why there's so many matches with pay-per-view. Everyone complains with AEW having so many matches on their pay-per-views. But in the end, when you're paying this much money for the pay-per-view, you're getting your money's worth. You're not getting 4 or 5 matches or 6 matches. No, you're getting at least 9 to 12 matches on a pay-per-view. So you're getting your money's worth. And AEW's got great wrestling matches. You can't argue that. AEW's got great wrestling matches. And they are going so I love that they got this set up. I love that they have it to where you do purchase the pay-per-view and you're getting your money's worth. And if the pay-per-view is too much for you, get a VPN. Go get a VPN. They're out there. Spend $15-20 on the VPN and you get to watch the pay-per-view just like anybody else. So I like the format that Tony Khan's got going with the AEW pay-per-views. Again, I loved Dynamite and Collision last night. Had fun watching it. Full Gear this Saturday. I gave my predictions. Let me know what you thought of AEW Dynamite and Collision last night. Let me know your predictions of AEW Full Gear in the comments below. Like the video, hit the hype button, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can also follow me on X. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok and Threads. I appreciate everybody's support so far. I thank everyone who chooses to follow me and support me in the future. I appreciate y'all. Again, go in the YouTube description. Get yourself some Prince Nana coffee. Use the link. Go get yourself some Prince Nana coffee. Get yourself some W Energy. Use the promo code Aaron Loves Wrestling. Get 10% off. And go get a pure plank. Go get a pure plank. Use it. It will help you out and help you with your workouts, help you with your posture. Planks are a really good workout. And again, I highly recommend them. I'm a coach, and planks are very good for your posture, burning body fat, and tightening your core, and getting those abs. And get yourself some iDrink. iDrink with the Q.com. You can go on there and also read about them, what they're about. No caffeine, but clean energy, and it gives you the extra energy, the extra boost you need throughout the day, or a good pre-workout. Get yourself some iDrink to drink before a workout or after a workout. It's a great drink. I love it. Tastes great. You got the white can there with low sugar. You got the blue can there, which is the regular. And they're great. They both taste great in my opinion. So go get yourself some iDrink. iDrink with the Q.com, and go get yourself some iDrink. That was my thoughts of AEW Dynamite Collision from last night and my predictions of AEW Full Gear. Drop your comments, what you thought of the show last night and your predictions of Full Gear this weekend. I'm out. Appreciate everyone for watching. Love all y'all. Just remember, everyone, love professional wrestling. Love all y'all.
Yo, it's Dr. Love, not a gimmick, it's a vibe. On the mic, dropping heat like a powerbomb dive. Aaron loves wrestling, you better believe. We suplex truth, no tricks up the sleeves. Step in the ring, I got passion in my veins. Call me Aaron the Doc, I dissect the game. I break down promos, storylines, beef like rolling with the bloodline. I'm the tribal chief. Mic in my hand like brass knucks on a fist. Talk legends and heels, not a name on the list I missed. From Flair's woo to MJF's mind, I see through the kayfabe, I'm decades refined. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make you snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm calling each move. This ain't just a show, it's a powerbomb groove. I talk chair shots, cage locks, table breaks. Old school vibes mixed with high stakes takes. TNA to AEW, WWE. Indie darlings too, I keep it elite. Dropping FTR facts, rolling burns. Every storyline twist, I'm the one who learns. No cap, I got love like Macho for Liz. Wrestling is life and this podcast is biz. Hit 'em with the elbow like I'm Savage from the sky. If you ain't down with wrestling, tell me why. We bleed for the craft, the bumps, the fame. Dr. Love bringing justice to the wrestling name. Dr. Love in the booth, bringing heat to the mat. Wrestling knowledge so sharp, it'll make it snap back. From the ropes to the ramp, I'm the show, it's a powerbomb groove. So tune in, turn up, feel the pop. Aaron loves wrestling, we don't ever stop. Doctor in the house loves the prescription. Wrestling's my life, no need for description. Joe. Yo. So tune in, turn up, feel the pop. Aaron loves wrestling, we don't ever stop. Doctor in the house loves the prescription. Wrestling's my life, no need for description.